Bart, we just finished watching the reveal for Halo Infinite's campaign. What are your overall impressions, my friend? What did you think?
Hyped.
Hyped.
Wow. It looked fantastic. There was a lot of elements that I really enjoyed. That one vehicle we saw with the little rotators in the front. And I love the fact when they showed the open world, you could just pick what you wanted to go do, like almost like a Far Cry where you're like, okay, here's the little things on the map. Do I want to go do this first?
That's immediately what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a lot to the game. It looks like that year was well worth it of polish and whatever they needed to do. Thank you, 343. We haven't played the game, but if it's anything like the multiplayer that you and I have both played extensively, I'm not too worried. It's just, I don't know. I love the fact that I could see the grapple in there. I thought it was pretty funny that they showed Craig a bunch of times. And I think they did that a little bit purposely. I'm not a fan of our new Cortana.
The weapon?
No weapon?
Yeah.
I don't know the name. I think it's the name.
It's just the name. I think you could have gotten a little bit more creative there. Cortana is very iconic. You could have come up with something else, maybe. I loved it. I thought, I can't wait to get my hands on it. It feels what I mean, we'll wait and see when we get our hands on it. It looks like what I expect it to be for the campaign, which is our multiplayer is kind of primary focus number one. And the campaign piece will probably, I think, will be solid, but it's going to be like, here's a little bit more of the open world, open map. Like, do what you want, play how you want to play. Like you said, there's little hints of this where it's checkpoints and areas we can take over and go and attack there and attack there. And I think that's probably the big piece for what they want, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in the weapon system and if there's a progression system. I'm interested to hear more. I'm hoping that we get an article or two from Windows Central or Xbox Wire that maybe goes in depth. And if we don't, maybe we don't get anything till November 20th. Maybe our prediction will be right. I know we originally said we would get some gameplay footage and we all got it today. I think everybody just almost like a shadow drop. It just got put up on YouTube and the internet went wild last night. But I'm hoping to get more in depth. Maybe tell us what these vehicles are. Tell us some more in depth into the characters. But the story looks great. It looks like they cared more, as you noticed with the cutscenes. Like that one boss battle looked like it was like a la God of War. Like when he gets thrown by that boss and he goes flying through and he breaks the wall, you know that's a cutscene, but you know like you're about to fight again. Like it looks like something we've never seen from Halo before.
It does, and the boss battle that they showed off at least, and the different enemy types, looks like there's going to be a lot of variations to it with like the big brutes and being able to like have them. They got jetpacks or they've got extra overshields, and it's going to be, I think based off of this, it's going to be play how you want to play and attack each guy. I think they spent a lot of time trying to focus on obviously showing off, identifying what the story is going to be really about, and it seems pretty cut and dry. Your Master Chief beat everybody and clear out the map. But I think it's much more about, here are the weapons, here's what you can use. Like we've got brand new vehicles. And I think a lot too, like the grappling hook, they really, really wanted to highlight that and the different ways you can utilize it, from grabbing items, being able to launch yourself across the map, hook onto other enemy vehicles and shoot. All of that to create those giant moments. I think that's what they really wanted to highlight here.
Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing Spider-Man videos. Like it's gonna happen. I was a wee bit interested to see, you know, near the end they were up at the top of the map and you could see like there was nothing below. So I think I need to play and understand what the world is. Because there is going to be different worlds that you're going to. You can tell as that looks like it's, because that's the multiplayer map. It looks like it's just World 1. Like that's
what it looked like.
All they showed us was the very beginning of the game, and then you get off into it and you go from there. So we'll see what happens. I thought they did a very good job in setting the stage.
Yeah, I did too. I thought that it leaves so much open for what they can build upon within Halo Infinite. What excites me is outside of the multiplayer, looking at campaign like missions, they can take, depending on how big this campaign is, it could be relatively small court. Like it could be not as vast as what we might expect, and that could be okay because the missions might take you a long time, and they can add and add and add, like going back to missions of the past or areas of previous Halo games, and for you to go play in. They can do a really good job here. I think that if this is much more of an open idea, it allows them 343 to come in and say, well, let's add on more content next year, the year after, and they can keep building and building every single year versus feeling like we're setting up a linear story with Master Chief, because I don't get that sense here. I get the sense that this is vast, open, play how you want, go where you want to go, travel, upgrade Chief, like do all these things the way you want to play. And I think that's what they're really trying to get home here.
That gave me like a little bit of a light bulb. Maybe on the 20th, we're gonna get a roadmap.
That'd be cool.
Like your idea that they can build upon it. If the single player is lacking content and focus, I will be extremely disappointed. I don't want to give everything a rah-rah to Spoon Bob here. We haven't played anything yet, but it looks great. And I'm one of those people who likes to play, but if they give us a roadmap and they're ahead of the game, unlike other games that we've played and you play specifically on a regular basis, I really hope that this year was something they needed more than anything, because it looks night and day difference between the very first trailer that we saw with gameplay.
What did you think of graphically? Because I know it's through the stream and it's kind of compressed and all of that.
NADP only.
So what did you think overall?
Well, for me, we've both played the multiplayer and it looked gorgeous. So I'm not worried about the graphics. I did find it funny. They did like a mask on Craig at the bottom, so you couldn't see his mouth. Whatever. They also showed, like, at one point they did a snipe shot on one of the Craigs, and you could see it pretty good. So to me, they went out of their way to show, and I don't think they want to have that happen again. But after playing the multiplayer, like, it just looked beautiful. I don't see how the campaign doesn't have the same graphics. Like, it's the same engine. Like,
and they talked about how with PC even they're going to be building from the ground up the PC build for this game, from the multiplayer, the campaign, all of that, which is exciting because PC players is going to be huge. They're going to really want to be able to push that home. And over time, I think it's just going to keep getting better and better, and the aesthetics of it. I'm not nuts on the weapon. Maybe it's just a code name that they're using before they launch. I'm excited about the variations of the vehicles. It was really cool to see a lot of options. Being able to basically go up to like the hub at the top of the map, get there, and then call in a different weapon, call in a different vehicle. If I want to get into a jet and fly across the map, it seems like I can do that. And there's enemies around in the sky, or if I want to go more on the ground, jump out of an aircraft and hit a rocket launcher.
That was pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Even when he zoomed in from far and he hit the two canisters and he blew them up, and it like starts the whole onslaught.
It's going to be really neat. And then if I think back to Court of, like, we did previous episodes on Halo where they talked about, we're doing daily challenges, weekly challenges, and how people were kind of concerned with that versus the tried and true method of going through your achievements. I think that it's fine, even in that regard, because this gives them...
Fine.
It's fine. Don't even worry.
Well done.
Okay. Well, it's fine because they could change so much. Again, I go back and say what I'm really excited about is how this gives 343 a ton of room to play in the sandbox, to be able to talk about, to be able to integrate different challenges, dailies, weeklies within the campaigns, and those missions, and being able to update and tweak as they want. And then on the multiplayer side, I think that this is going to... Yeah, I'm excited, man. I think that this did exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted to see gameplay. I wanted to understand a little bit more of the story, not give everything away. It looks better than what we saw 2 years ago. And
yeah, the draw distance was sick.
Yes, and the lighting was really good, where it's bouncing off of Master Chief, even off his rifle. I really just like the scale and scope of this, and I go, okay, this is the type of game that I really want to be able to get, and to be able to upgrade, because they showed a little bit of that, of being able to upgrade Chief how you want. So it's going to be able to allow us to kind of, build out how we want to do. new skins, new items, new perks, all of that. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. Let us know, Court, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I just want to play the game.
I know.
I just want to play it.
I want them to release. You just said this too a minute ago. I want them to now show off, because this was pretty short. This was whatever, 8 minutes,
Short
10
and sweet
minutes.
though. Perfect.
But it was perfect for what it was. But I think you're totally right. This gives them an opportunity now with a month to go, basically 5 weeks, to now release like a roadmap or just snippets of like, hey, here's here's a piece around the vehicles, or talk about a vehicle, or talk about certain weapons, what you saw in the gameplay trailer.
A dev diary on the 20th.
There you go.
On the 15th, sorry, on the 15th for the anniversary.
They have 1 month. Yeah, exactly. They have 1 month now of being able to hype this, and now it is go time. This game is ready to go. They're launching it. Now you have all of these weeks. Every week is their time to really just build that anticipation hype. I think that this is just kind of the first piece that we're going to see, because we have the 20th anniversary. It is totally going to be shown off there with either more footage, or they're going to talk about the controllers. They're going to talk about the console edition, wrap it all into.
Backwards compat. We might get more for Master Chief Collection. Maybe Halo 5 gets added in there. Who knows?
There you go. It was good stuff. I enjoyed it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy this? Court, I think, gives it a thumbs up. He's very tricky. Oh, good.
Thumbs in the air. We get Forza and Halo. It's just like back-to-back months.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So don't even worry, Court. Let's go. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.